Hello, my name is Sucket, and we are playing FTB Revelation. And last time we made some significant progress in Thaumcraft, but found out that to get much farther, we're going to need slime, and the best place we can get that is from Botania. So we are going to start Botania today. But first, we got to do something about our energy setup over here. You can see the dynamo isn't running. We're burning charcoal for our RF like suckers, and we're going to put a stop to that today. Now the first thing we're going to make is a ranged pump. Ranged pumps are great. They're pumps that work at a range, you know? Surprise. Where is it? I feel like a fool if it isn't in here. There it is. Yeah, ranged pumps. Okay, so we're going to need a block of diamond. We're going to need, okay, 4 obsidian. I think we can about handle that. Is that obsidian? That's obsidian. And bucket of water, bucket of lava. Alright, we're gonna need 2 iron picks. And that'll do it. Now, this will pump lava at a pretty good range, as you might expect. And as you might guess from the water and lava buckets, it will replace that lava with stone. But that's not all we gotta do here. We're gonna have to go back to the nether and get some more blaze rods, because what we're gonna need is a way to get lava from the nether. That's where the lava is. You want lava? You go to the nether. We're gonna need a way to get it from there to down here in the irregular polygon that we call home. Now this is gonna cost us all of our ender pearls, but it's gonna be worth it. I believe I've scanned cauldrons, right? Sure. Okay. 2 ender tanks. Wonderful. Now we're also going to want some dye. Take a rose bush. Got any bone meal? We got bones. We can make a little bone meal, I think. In case you didn't know, it's much more efficient to grind bones up in the pulverizer. You get 6 instead of 3. That's pretty good. And I hope that bone mealing the 2 high flowers in this earlier version is going to give us more rose bushes. I don't actually know that for a fact. We're about to find out. Yeah, okay, it's fine. Now we're going to leave one of these things here at home. But what we're going to do, see those 3 cloth-looking bands? That's the wool we crafted, represented there. You can right-click it with dye, any combination you want, and it will be quantumly linked, this tank, to any other of your ender tanks that have that same pattern. So 3 red to 3 red. Another thing we're going to want is 2 magmatic dynamos. We already made a little bit of invar doing something else. We're just going to need some redstone transmission coils. And I think we have everything else, right? Yeah. So these burn lava for fuel. Pretty simple, right? We're also going to want some fancy fluid ducts. We're going to need the hardened. The regulars will burn up. After that, we're going to need some hardened glass. We might have found some just lying around. Doesn't look like it. So we'll have to see how we make it in this. Hardened glass. All different sorts. I want just plain hardened glass. There we go. Okay, so in the induction smelter, 4 pulverized obsidian and a pulverized lead. That doesn't sound too bad. We have obsidian and lead. Now I seem to remember each of this is just byproduct from something else I was chewing up. I think each one of these gives us 4. Yeah. And I turned the auto output off. I don't know if this will smelt. Doesn't look like it, but the lead certainly will. And we don't want to turn it into dust just to have it, turn back into ingots. Okay, now 4-to-1 obsidian to lead in our induction smelter should give us a little bit of hardened glass. Okay, very nice. And a little bit of Invar will allow us to go right ahead and make the hardened fluid duct. Now these work exactly the same way as the other ones, servos and the whole thing. We're going to pop it down. We're going to go ahead and put the ender tank right on top of it. I'm going to try to put the ender tank right on top of it. Okay, this looks like a likely spot. What we're going to do is we're going to put the pump down right there. We're going to put our magmatic dynamo next to it and hopefully not screw up trying to turn it around to face the, okay, yeah, so it'll pump out. We're going to put a pair of hardened fluid ducts down with the ender tank atop. We're going to dye this one red to match the other one. We're going to put a servo. Oh, Wisp, not now. Like, crying out loud. Alright. We're gonna put a servo um, right in here. No, that's not where we want the servo. Oh, glad I brought a couple blocks. I'm gonna build this up a little bit so we don't lose our servo. We lost our servo. Okay, so when this is set up properly, we have the servo on the pipe that's going from the pump. Oh, never turn your jetpack off in the nether, I swear. These guys are beyond belief. We could be in a safer place. But anyway, this will pump out lava, put it into that magmatic dynamo that will power the pump, so we got a nice little self-sustained system. And you can see the stone down there that the pump is putting down in place of the lava, so we don't have a whole ton of running lava lagging the place up. And now, I think I put the fluid ducts away. Oh no, we got one right there where we need one. Very nice. We're gonna take the augment. Oh, this isn't even augmented. Oh, it's a hardened and it's a hardened. We don't have integral components in this, that's right. We'll put our magmatic dynamo down, spin it around so it's facing the right direction. Throw another servo onto this pipe. And now we got lava power. Now a hardened energy cell and a hardened magmatic dynamo are pretty good, but we can do better. We're going to upgrade to the next tier. And the next tier is reinforced. So we're going to need 2 silver gears to make 2 of them, because that's what we're doing here. And then some of that hardened glass that we made earlier. There we go. Put this back. And when we install them, we'll upgrade generation on this from 60 to 80. And we'll increase this thing's maximums up to 9,000 in and out, and it'll hold 18 million. So that's pretty sweet. We finally built up enough thaumium to make ourselves some armor. And I want to go ahead and see if we can't get, okay, protection 2 is a oh, protection 3, yeah. We don't have quite all the bookshelves I'd like, but I've really got to go caving. So this is what we're going to use. And it's an upgrade. It has damage resistance, the armor toughness. So it's a little bit better than iron. We won't find ourselves taking quite as much damage. Now I do see an angry zombie down there from Thaumcraft. Maybe we killed one while we were out hunting for brains and just hadn't realized we'd done it. It's certainly possible. Oh, there's like a creeper right over there. We got withering on our bow, so that should give that creeper a hard time. We'll hit it one more time. Sure got a party going on down here. I did see it drop the brain, so we must. Oh, hello! There must have been one that we killed, we just didn't notice it. That's where they all came from. Ask me how we ended up under it. Let's deal with this. I seem to have gotten some brains from what appear to be regular zombies here, so I guess we still really don't know. But let's, okay, yeah, we were here. We just walked right past it. Okay. Got, oh-ho! Now to start Botania, we're gonna need a bunch of mystical flowers. And they're all over the place, really. I don't see any right here, of course. Here's a few. There's a flower for each Minecraft color. Ooh, canola. And we're a little low on bone meal. There's a mechanic, a thing you can make floral fertilizer, which uses bone meal in the recipe, and you can get more flowers with it, but that may have to wait. Now these big ones in this, you can't just break them like you can in the newer versions. The big ones you have to shear. If you break them, I think they just break. There's another big one. Let's see. Yep, they just break. Ah, okay, here's some white. Gotta have white. Can't do a thing without it. We got this tall mystical white flower. That'll give us 4 mystical white petals. The regular size will give you 2. We need to take those and we need to throw them into a petal apothecary. Let's see just how those are made. Okay, so cobblestone and some cobblestone slabs. Right. And we'll want another petal. What do we have a lot of? We got a lot of magenta. I don't think we use magenta for that much. You can use any petal or any of the mushrooms that you find underground too. Doesn't really matter. And this is how you make your flowers from Botania and a couple other things. You just throw your petals in there, whatever you want. In this case, it's 4 white ones, and then you throw a seed. Boom, you get your flower. In this case, it's a pure daisy, which is what you need to get started in Botania. So, to make some living wood, you just surround your pure daisy with wood. You'll see some particle effects in about a minute. You'll get your living wood. There it is. And you do the same with stone to get living rock. There it goes. Sweet. Now we didn't get all the flowers that I wanted. We're going to make sure, first of all, that we can renew the ones we have. What you can do is plant a petal by right-clicking it into some dirt or grass or whatever. You bone meal it, and you get a 2-high tower. You harvest 2-high flower. Excuse me. Harvest that with some shears. You get 4 petals. Repeat. Now we managed to level our pick up, and I would like to put some mending moss on my pick. I guess there's several levels of this. We oughta try 2, right? Because I don't know if if each level costs a modifier. Let's find out. Now the ball of moss itself isn't enough. You have to right-click the ball of moss against a bookshelf. Cost you 10 levels, but you'll get the mending moss. Okay, so we can put 1 on, and it'll store experience that we get and slowly heal the tool over time. It's better than, no healing, no mending. Anyway, we got all the flowers save 2. So instead of going out and searching around for an hour looking for them, we'd probably find them sooner than that. We're gonna make some floral fertilizer. There we go. We're gonna want a mortar and pestle, and I think it's something like this. Let's see. It's like that. And you stick your petal in there, and you get a little floral fertilizer. You get a little floral powder, and then you can make this fertilizer. It's expensive, but each one will get you, I guess, 3 flowers in this, and I think we have all of these already. We're looking for light blue and pink. That wasn't it. Now we can also do this with red and yellow dye, and it's unfortunate that we haven't found any sunflowers because we could make yellow dye endlessly. We've already got a rose bush. We just haven't found a sunflower field. There's like, dandelions around. Okay, there's the light blue. We're getting plenty of cyan. We'll just do what we can until we get it all. Alright, we're not having much luck. We're just gonna proceed, and if we desperately end up needing a pink flower, we'll figure something out. Now, what all this is how we're gonna automate the generation of our mana. Let's go ahead, we're gonna put it right there, yep. And a little bit more there. What we need to do is make ourselves an open crate. And this is based off of one of Direwolf 20's designs. Open crate is like a dropper, except it only drops straight down. So we'll put a hopper above it here. And we're going to put a chest on top of the hopper. Right? And let's say we had some cobblestone. The open crate drops the cobblestone straight down, which hits the pressure plate, which powers a repeater, and sends a redstone signal up to the hopper, turning it off so that nothing else can get through. We're going to mark off a little bit of space here. Okay. So now that we got that set up, we're going to actually make another flower. We're going to go ahead and make ourselves a couple of endo flames. Now, you look the recipe up in JI, works just like the pure daisy. 2 brown, a light gray, and a red, and then a seed. The endoflame will generate mana. If you give it like coal, I think you can give it lava buckets. Pretty much anything burnable. Now, before we plant them, we're going to go ahead and make a mana spreader. And we're going to go ahead and make a mana pool. The spreader was, just living wood, any petal, and a gold ingot. The mana pool is just 5 living rock. We're going to put the mana spreader right here. You don't want it next to the pressure plate because the mana spreader will turn off if you give it redstone power. We're going to put the mana pool right here. And we're gonna get our cobblestone out of here. The next thing we want is a wand of the forest. 2 living wood blocks will give you a living wood twig. Pretty expensive twigs. And then 3 twigs diagonal with any 2 petals. We'll give you a wand of the forest, and you can see the petals you use on the wand model. What we want to do is shift-click the mana spreader and shift-click the mana pool. Now you can see the mana spreader is pointing at the mana pool. This is like a relay. This is like a battery. And these are like little generators. We're just going to put a couple of them down here. We're going to want to make more. With coal, which is basically what we have to use, my experience has been that 12 is a good number. So what happens is the endoflames pick the coal up. One more piece of coal falls, so another endoflame can pick it up. And when they're working, you see a little particle effect. And 5 of these should be fast enough that the coal won't despawn. So cool, we will need more. Next thing I want to do is going to require an ender pearl, so we're going to go hunting endermans, but I want to improve my jetpack first. Let's see. We have what? We have the hardened jetpack, so the next tier up is the reinforced. We'll need, looks like a bunch of electrums, some destabilized redstone, enervation dynamos, just a bunch of electrum. Redstone energy flux ducts. Do we need them full? Yes, we do. So we'll need to get some redstone melting. So I guess where we'll start are these redstone energy flux ducts. We're gonna need some of these, which is just fused quartz, or I believe the hardened glass that we've already made. These should cycle through all the colors in a second, and we'll see for sure, I guess. Sure takes its time. Yeah, okay. So that should be easy enough. Our recipe gives you 6. And I think we'll have to melt down 6 redstone to fill them. Ages ago, we made ourselves, did we? Where are they? I thought we made ourselves a magma crucible. Let's see, maybe I did that in another pack. I think I did that in another pack. We're going to need to make ourselves a magma crucible. Not that hard to make. We will need to make some nether bricks. We have some netherrack. We only need 8. And just smelt this up. And we need just a couple of copper gears. And nether bricks. And these reception coils. That'll give us our magma crucible. That'll let us melt stuff down. Now to take the liquid and put it into something else, we're going to need a fluid transposer. And it's, same basic idea. Like we're going to need 2 copper gears. All these thermal recipes kind of rhyme, which is cool. I mean, it makes sense that there's unification with it. There we go. I think we have some more flux ducts. So we're going to put the magma crucible down here. We're going to put the transposer right next to it. We're going to not let it send anything out to the... We want to just send it out to the side here. And this is our input. There we go. And we're going to turn we're going to turn this off. This is the back side. We're going to do input. Bottom we're going to turn off. And the top we're going to turn off. Now we're going to do all auto input here. Now, one redstone. Throw it in here, it'll melt up. This is only a first tier machine, so we'll have to upgrade it. You can see this draining out. I hope auto output enabled. There we go. Gave us 100. So that's good to know. So to fill this up, each one of these, and I guess we should be scanning all of this. Anyway, we'll need 12 to fill the flux ducts. And since this is in millibuckets, it should take 10 to fill a bucket, and we're going to need 2 buckets full. I'm going to throw these in here. Now the dynamo portion of the show here is not difficult at all. We just need we'll need 4 electrum gears total, right? Let's see. Nope, just 2. Cool. And we will need 2 reception coils. Well, we'll need 2 transmission coils. We will need 2 reception coils, but not for the dynamos. There we go. Now these will normally, you can throw all kinds of weird things in here. Redstone, flux capacitors from this mod. You can put in like wrenches and stuff. That's pretty weird. Okay, those are full. We can throw some buckets in there the same way, and when there's enough in here to fill the bucket will come right here. We could automate these going out, but I don't know where we put them. Okay, I think we have everything here, at least to make the thrusters. Yes! There's 1. There's 2. Now we've got the capacitor to think about. Okay, so we have sulfur in there. I don't know, oh boy, now I'm doing a terrible job. Let's see. Okay, there's the basic, right? The leadstone. We're gonna need a little bit more Invar. Okay, while we're at it, we ought to make the armor platings. So to make that would go on a leadstone jetpack. To make what would go on our jetpack now, we would need 10 bronze. And this is an induction smelter recipe. We throw the bronze in, we throw the iron armor plating in, and they smelt up together. Now we get our bronze armor plating. And we're going to do the same with 10 electrum. Is that right? Oh, I think it's Invar. I think it's Invar. Yeah, there we go. So let's go ahead and make this tier flux capacitor. We'll scan it. We need 1 more piece of hardened glass. And we should be able to make the reinforced flux capacitor. And finally, the reinforced jetpack. So we've gone from, we've doubled its capacity, and we can put armor on it just like that. And now it'll give us 7 points of armor, which I feel a lot better about going to Hun Endermans now. And this is how it flies. It's not a perfect hover, but it's a significant improvement. And if you do the kind of sprint with it, it goes pretty fast. Okay, we didn't get an ender pearl, but we did get another modifier on our broadsword. So I would like looting 1 as a minimum if we're going to be looking for ender pearls like this. Okay, I'm feeling silly. I found one in a box. We got one. So let's go ahead and make ourselves a mana pearl. Now, the mana has 2 main functions. You use it to make stuff happen, and you use it to transform things. We're going to transform an ender pearl into a mana pearl. Now there's ways you can get it to change even more things into even more things, which is why we're doing all this in the first place. We're going to make a couple of brewing stands, and with that and our mana pearl, some gold, and some living rock, we're going to make ourselves an alchemy catalyst. Now what you do is you just pop it right under the mana pool, and then a whole bunch of new transformation recipes will unlock themselves. So you got 100 different things you can do with the catalyst, including making the Botania flowers small. But this is a way to get some specific bees. We'll be able to get a sunflower. That'll be nice. We can get all the flowers. You can look around in here, but what we want is to throw some cactus in there and get a slime ball. We need the slime ball to progress in Thaumcraft, but that's going to have to wait until the next episode. So thanks so much for watching. We'll see you then. Bye-bye.